He'd never seen me do the show before. He'd heard it, but he'd never seen me do it. And now he's here to give me notes. He's scolding me. I told you not to call me that name, because I use made-up names for my family when I perform this show to protect their privacy. But he doesn't care for this, because his name is his name and not another name, and I am to correct it now. And the audience, who was just getting ready to give me a nice, polite round of applause, is going, "Is this part of the show?" And I say, "Ladies and gentlemen, my son would prefer not to be anonymous tonight. May I introduce?" And he steps forward, and he takes a bow. And he takes a bow. And the crowd goes nuts. When did I know? The day I met him. Every day thereafter. Yesterday, today, and I still don't. But I tell you what, I have given up on trying to get my ducks in a row. My ducks are in mandalas, and plaids, and swimming lime braille patterns in lime jello on the moon. I still go to all the meetings. I meet with the reading therapist and the sports therapist and the music therapist and the speech pathologist and the sociologist and everybody else and the guy that drives them from appointment to appointment, and I push for everything that can be done for my autistic son. But I'm never going to have a plan to fix him. Noah is not something to be fixed. And our family's never going to be normal. And people say, "Oh, come on, what's normal? There's no such thing." And I say, "Sure there is. There's a spectrum, and trust me, my friends, ducks on the moon is not part of that spectrum. But in my abnormal life, I get to live with a pirate, and an ogre, and a space ranger, and a human torch, and an angel. I get to go to infinity and beyond." Hey, baby. Did the clock ring? Yep. If the clock rang, you can come in, because we're almost done. Come on in. Now, at this point in the show, I usually do a little bit where Noah comes back and we talk and the show ends. But I'm going to tell you right now about the night that changed. Are you ready, honey? Yeah, right there. Okay. You know your cue? Good. Okay, so I was doing this show at a theater, and I was just finishing. I was right in this part in the play, and I was about to say my line, which is, "We'll manage," and I see Noah, the real Noah, in the entrance of the theater, standing with his hands on his hips, looking furious. And he's talking to me, and he's yelling from the back of the theater, "I told you!" Yeah, he said that. "I told you not to call me that name," because, you know, his name's not really Noah. And he's put a certain amount of effort into learning what his name is, and he doesn't think I should be calling him something he's not. And the audience, who's just getting ready to give me a nice, polite round of applause, is watching the kid that used to be invisible walk down the row between all of them. And material storm up on the stage, and he's apparently about to give me notes. And they're looking around going, "Is this part of the show?" And I'm standing there, frozen, trying to think, how am I going to fix this situation? And then I get it. I'm not going to. I'm just going to be here with him. And I say, "Ladies and gentlemen, my son would prefer not to be anonymous tonight. May I introduce?" And I say his name. "And my beautiful The improbable boy steps forward, and the crowd goes nuts as he takes a bow, and he takes a bow, and he takes a bow.
To the stage so confused, delivered by zany angels. Your autism sage I once refused, till I let go my fables. All the world a kaleidoscope stage. Just take your bow, just take a bow in the theater that is ours, and the floodlights and flowers, and the matinees of springtime, and the backbeat of swing time. Take your bow. An actor in your costume or tux, you always performed your authentic self. I'm floating still with my plastic ducks, letting go of gurus and synthetic hell. All the world a kaleidoscope stage. Just take a bow, just take a bow in the theater that is ours, and the floodlights and flowers, and the matinees of springtime, and the backbeat of swing time. Take a bow. The stage now awaits your tableau, buzzing beyond the marquee lights. My ducks zigzag in their own rows, and watching you soar to angelic heights. 'Cause all the world a kaleidoscope stage. Just take your bow, just take a bow in the theater that is ours, in the floodlights and flowers, and the matinees of springtime, and the backbeat of swing time. Just take a bow, just take a bow in the story that is ours, from every breath scoured like pirates with feathers. We flock together in the daylight of ours. Take your bow, say your name and bow. Claim your name and bow. Kelley Jo, Burke, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent move. Well, indeed. Thank you very, very much for coming. I'm going to turn the lights on quickly now because I know that Sherona and Aaron